A lot of bills I've sponsored, being a veteran, a lot of bills I've sponsored for the veterans in the past. There was an issue that came up. There was kind of an interesting issue this year, and I don't know whether you're referring to it. Is whether or not we should make Veterans Day actually a state holiday came up, which is kind of interesting because you know, I had kind of a divided feelings on this because of course I want to honor veterans, but on the other hand, the way the current law is written, that students who go to school on Veterans Day actually have to participate in a program honoring veterans. So, you know, I've got kids, and I know that if they got a day off, they're not going to voluntarily go and participate in a program honoring veterans on Veterans Day. They're just going to say, oh, another day off from school. Whereas actually, the best honor to me to veterans is you make that part of the curriculum. That, you know, on Veterans Day, students go to school, and they have, as part of the curriculum, something that honors veterans. I think that's the appropriate way. There are also other things that came up. For instance, since it's not a federal holiday, it has to fall on the 11th. You know, there are whole issues that if, you know, if both the mother and father work, who takes care of the kids, you know, on a holiday, because when you don't align with state holidays. So it's an example where you send folks to Annapolis looking at all aspects of a proposal. In this case, although it sounds attractive on the surface, when you scratch down deeper, you go, actually, you know, how do we really honor veterans? And to me, it's by teaching our children in school, you know, about patriotism, about being a veteran, and then you don't end up with the other bill that they had, which I fought on the floor and almost defeated, which was when the military comes in. The military comes in, and a lot of people don't realize, at the high school, and they administer an examination that tests aptitude. And they actually, in return for offering that at no charge to the school, that test, in return they just ask to have the results so that if someone shows aptitudes that would be amenable to a career in the military, that they can contact that student. Well, you know, the current law is that each jurisdiction has the right to decide whether or not they're going to turn over those tests to the military recruiters. And this law said that school systems were not to turn over those results to military recruiters. Now, I found that a little interesting because that kind of sends the message that do we think that a career in the military is somehow not an honorable thing? That it's something that an 18-year-old can't make up their own mind about? I mean, they can make up their own mind about a whole bunch of other things that we allow them to do, including voting for the president, voting for all our elected officials, but somehow they can't decide, or it would be an improper decision to decide to have a military career, to have a recruiter contact them. You know, those kind of things just, again, I think it sends the wrong message, and as a legislator, we need to send the right message every time, you know, about our veterans and about our military. So.